What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to Sauce Sports. If you're not familiar with Sauce Sports is a Houston, Texas homer. And we're talking all sports, but only Houston. Your Houston homeboy, your Houston homer, aka Ed Honcho. How are you all doing this evening? Give me 1 second. I got this little funky mutt who was trying to get all up in my plate, so I got to kick him out. Okay, so with that being said, while I'm doing that, while I'm kicking Scotty out, we got to get a Sauce Nation roll call. If you don't know what that is, man, if you are from the greater Houston area, shout out your side with pride. You know, whatever you represent, however you identify your boulevard, avenue, cul-de-sac, your street, your circle, whatever they be calling, you know, all that good shit, your hood, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, however you get down, if you're military ranking, whatever it may be, okay? And if you're not from the greater Houston area, well, you fuck out of luck. That's not my problem. But it's all digital, so I can send a little bit of love your way. Anyway, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're following all the proper social medias up there. Like I said, I'm finna kick this dog out. Give me just a second, because this little greedy ass dude is getting on my nerves. Hold on 1 second. Get out. Get out. Greedy ass. Greedy for Just unnecessarily greedy. Alright. Yeah, shit. You can't even enjoy dinner in peace without the damn dog all in my shit. Alright. While we doing that, let me see where you at. Alright. Ah, shit, hold on a second. I forgot to do this shit too. Alright, bet. So y'all have to pardon me because dinner was a little bit late today. It was right at streaming time. So if I'm eating, y'all know how I'm doing the sauce, man. Shit, some of y'all first found out I was eating cereal on a recorded video. So, sometimes you gotta deal with some shit on the stream, you feel me? But we're gonna get the Sauceline action tonight. We're gonna talk a little bit about what took place on Saturday. Just a few thoughts on my mind, and I want to hear what's on y'all mind because again, there is no sauce without the freshest motherfucking ingredients in the entire world. I don't care who tries to replicate, duplicate, imitate, reiterate, all that good shit. They cannot ever steal the sauce because again, it's not me, it's not the Roundtable, it's y'all that makes the flavor so motherfucking fresh. Alright, I think I'm finally situated. Let's see where y'all at, and then we're gonna kick this shit off the right way. Ray, what's the motherfucking deal? Tony Snow, don't do no blow, what's the motherfucking deal? Riot, AK, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me see, I'm not sold until I see starters compete against starters. Don't let preseason play fool you, I feel you. USF Tampa actually plays their starters for the entire first half. Might be a better tell. Already Brownsville, get Downsville. Already Pearland, the real land of the trail. I don't care what Professor Trill say. Trinity Gardens in the motherfucking building. Acre Shaker in the building. Already Air Force. Already. Let's see. On the sticks 2 hours north of the H. Hey man, it's all good. Buck SWAT in the building. Already. Brenham checking in. Already. We got some more Pearland in the building. Already. Let's see. Austin. I don't know how I feel about Austin, right? Austin has a lot of stuff going on, but hey, I fucks with Rio. I know that. Rio Riot, goddamn, it's gonna be one of them today. Let's see. Amarillo in the building already. Some more ATX in the building. The cold-blooded streets of Pearland. You know how I go down, man. SWAT, some more SWAT in the building. Pearland is full of people who move from Southport, Port Arthur, Texas. San Antonio in the building. The West in the building already. Southside in the building already. Okay. Look, I'm surprised we ain't got nobody from Death Row in the building. Conroe. Ain't nobody from Conroe, Death Row. But let's get it. Like I said, then we're going to open up the lines. We're going to try to have a 5-minute rule. But, you know how that goes. Right? We be talking sports. It was something I wanted to mention that I fucking forgot. It was something that was just on my mind right before we started doing all that. But okay, anyway, a couple of things that I took note of. Finally got rid of Kahale, right? Like, I was just wondering why. He was just here for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, why was he still around? Because, all it takes is that motherfucker get a headache, and he going to sit out half the season. Sam Austin in the building already. Trey in the building already. Lamron. I'm not sure what that may be, if that's the place. Austin Tonio saying, oh goddamn. Who else? And I know y'all mentioned the other week, and I didn't even know Keon Crossing was out of here. I had to go make sure I unfollow him off the social medias. What I tend to do is, like, when we get new players, I follow them. As soon as they be gone, unfollow. I don't be paying attention half the time anyway. I know that nigga was doing a whole bunch of working out and shit. You know what I'm saying? The broadcaster hyping the Texas front off. We gonna talk about it. Remind me that we gotta talk a little bit about Jack, bro. Like I know Jack has the fan base divided. Some people are like, oh, the media's just trying to make Jack a big deal, and it's and then some people are like, why are you even talking about him? He's just doing it. No, what Jack is doing is not natural, and the reason it's not natural is for a motherfucker who has no football ability. Motherfucker got play sheets in his hand. He don't even know what he's. So what is this? This is the menu for the dinner after the game. What is this? Is this 30? What is this? I don't see Pizza Hut on here. Motherfucking me. He's in press conferences after the game and all this other shit. Like, these are weird behaviors. These are not things that you normally see. Like I say, it's that whole Jack situation. Like, it's eerie, right? There's certain things you have proof of, certain things you don't have proof of, but it's eerie. That sperm looking motherfucker should not be anywhere near actual football activities, right? Like, you are a football operations, you know what I'm saying? Not operating within the football area. So, yeah, it's that motherfucker there is just what it is. And I don't really be listening to the local shit, right? You know what I'm saying? We be in a Discord chopping it up during the game, so I'm not even hearing any other motherfuckers. Like, I don't, you know, you got local media who wants to be in the good graces of the Texans, and then you got those who are already on the outside looking in, so they're going to talk like an overwhelming amount of shit. It's like there's no middle. I think the sauce is the middle. I think the Roundtable is the middle. I think we're the most honorable people in all of the media. You know, we're not media. We're just fans talking to fans. We have no agenda, right? Like, for what? So you got people, like I said, who want to remain in good graces of Texas. They're going to hype everything. Oh, my God, you got to go in the Super Bowl. And then you're going to have those who are like on the outside looking in. They're just going to shit on everything the Texans do, right? And they're going to look for stories to dig up just to try to make it look bad. And like I say, just Houston media is terrible, right? It just is what it is. So people said they thought exactly like, man, there's just a lot of weird shit that I've never heard of with any other organization, right? But let's get to the game. I'm gonna spill a little bit of sauce on what I saw, what I thought, and then I want to know what y'all are feeling, what y'all are thinking. Man, Michael, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate it. Say put like I said, this is just the beginning, man. I was going back, looking at a lot of old sauces, just looking at what I wouldn't call the prime. I think just when we were a lot more active, a lot more into it before a lot of just shit went awry. And I'm just like, you know what? We got to get back to that energy. It was always about the fresh ingredients. It wasn't ever really about the team. Like, the team matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're relevant, but it's about the fan base. Like, all the people who put the fucking money in the pockets of the team, they're the reason that they exist here in Houston. And it's just like, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So this is about y'all. This is the conversation. I can give a fuck what the Texans do, what the Rockets do, but the Astros, I don't know. I kind of know what the Astros. I got to ask Hector or Ray. Like, hey, what are the Astros doing right now? Really? I be looking like they winning. All right, cool. But it's about the fan base, and the original intent of the sauce was fans talking to fans, because we're going to have the real conversation. The radio, you start saying some shit too. Oh, God, cut him off. He's saying, oh no, don't do that. We're gonna get our cut deal with the tech. Don't say that. Oh no, you know. And it's just like, bro, we're gonna keep it honest. There's no agenda here, right? We want to motherfucking win. Ultimately, that's what you want across the fan base. But if you don't like what you see, then you can say that. It's okay to say that. But you got some of these fans, some Texans fans, are so fucking brainwashed by all this shit. If you say anything negative, you're a hater. You're not a ride or die. Well, you ride off the motherfucking cliff, motherfucker. That's you. I'm going to pump the brakes and be like, oh, shit. That's not good. Anyway, say probably on somebody stealing. See? You can't say that nowhere else, right? You can't say that shit nowhere else. You can say that here, the South. We love that shit. But looking at the game, right? I love Jacob Martin, what he did early in the game, creating turnovers, you know what I'm saying? Like, Martin was a low-key solid pickup, right? And a lot of people talk about his potential, and he's come along. I've liked Martin. Like, I mean, you know, they say he was too light to fight. Remember, he wasn't getting a lot of play at first, but then when you were seeing him he was making more plays than Whitney. Like, he was always there. You know what I'm saying? He was always there. And then now, if he gets the chance to really get the PT that he deserves, I think he can cause a lot more fucking disruption. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I say. I'm telling y'all, like, I've been doing my research, and I'm working on it. It's just, I'm telling y'all what I'm going to do, because YT edits everything out, even here in the den. Got to be in control of my own shit. Like, so I'm looking at some servers, and I'm looking at some things, you know, a reasonable month-to-month cost, so that we can actually have streams on the platform with a chat, with all the other good stuff that keeps it entertaining, and to be able to have that real conversation, right? Because, you know, the tube is for structurally limp-wristed individuals. Anyway, so I like Jacob Martin. I like what I seen. I like what I saw early from Ingram. I liked, again, you know, old ass running back, but I liked what I seen early on from Ingram, so I give him that. Whoever that Christian dude is on the line needs a prayer. That motherfucker there is dumpster juice, bro. Like, trash. trash, bro. Like, get him out of here. Like why? Do I got it? Hold on. Let me. Hold on. I think I got. Let me see. I need to add. I've been needing to add this. I think I do. Do I got it? Is you the illest nigga in Nebraska?
That nigga garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching the game. I watched like the first half, and then I got stuck in the fucking bullshit ass Jack in the Box line. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, well, y'all know we had some very questionable conversations in the Discord. Where is St. Lou? Where is he? Because we got to have a conversation. I forgot all about this shit till Trill reminded me. We need to have a men's den conversation very soon, Mr. St. Lou. We got some shit we need to talk about. All right? So there's that. Okay, it was looking like it was trying to get a little janky on me. So we'll come back to that, right? Now, early on, I was saying the secondary was still looking a little suspect. Then you saw Lonnie, get the Tennessee tip drill play and take it to the house. And that kind of ties me into the other thing is that the offense still has a ways to go overall in the passing game, I feel. Because again, without that play, we're not necessarily winning that game. You know what I mean? I don't even know who that is, Ray. Who are you talking about? I'm not familiar with that name. Like I said, I caught the first half, and then I kind of was, in and out of the second half. Now I know in the first half they had no third down conversions, right? And that's unacceptable. If you can't convert on third down, you cannot extend drives. You're not going to win games. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not. There he is. Mr. St. Lou. We need to have a men's den conversation sometime very soon. I'm thinking like tomorrow because you made some statements, non-sports related statements that we need to have a serious conversation about, sir. Again, if you're not a member of the Discord, you can join by being a member of the Patreon or becoming a YouTube member at the $4.99 tier. I keep forgetting what it is. So sometimes we have a conversation there that you just got to be a part of. You miss it, you missed it. So it is what it is. But like I say, shout out to Lonnie on the pick six. It was what it was. Now somebody in the Discord, we was talking about, say, wow, that nigga gonna put that shit on his shit, and he gonna repost that shit multiple times. That shit was that he did that shit immediately. As soon as that motherfucker, everybody who retweeted that shit, who showed that shit, he had a comment for that shit. That shit was funny. Yeah, and I agree, Sam. It's like, we had everything. You know what? Kool-Aid, no sugar. Cereal, no milk. Defense, no offense. Offense, no defense. Special teams. But I will say this. Later in the game, though, Mills did have some solid throws. Like, there were a few solid throws he had, like I say, later in the game that looked pretty nice. That were accurate. That were actually spirals. It seemed like this nigga more accurate when he throwing ducks than he is when he throwing spirals. That's what I'm saying. Who called? I forgot who said that shit in the Discord. But they was like, watch, Lonnie gonna post this shit. He gonna retweet this shit. I was like, that nigga gonna go with that shit till week 2. You gonna keep hearing about that motherfucking shit. But here, and again, so like I said, overall, because he had a nice one to what Trill call him, Ill Uller, the generic Will Fuller, that number 15, and then he had a nice little pass to Kuti, you know what I'm saying, late in the game. But just overall, I need to see more consistent. Well, we 66 deep, nigga. What? We 67 deep, only 28 man, we full of hate. You know what? If y'all niggas gonna sit there and hate, I'm gonna eat off my plate. We got 40. We 40 likes. We got 40 haters in this motherfucker. I'm just saying, this is what we doing in South Nation. I thought we was better than this, man. I mean, good grief, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought, we was driven. I thought we was cool. I thought we was partners and shit. Y'all just go. Now, at least, YouTube don't be promoting it. You can just at least let YouTube, you like the content. Maybe you get notification next time the shit happen. Y'all just gonna. I did that shit on purpose. Y'all. I ain't gonna Kevin Samuels y'all and put the bad music on. I'm just gonna eat. I got just good food right here. Baby to cook some salmon. potatoes, green beans, and all this. I'm letting the food go cold, chop it up with y'all. I can't get a light, nigga. This can't. Come on, we gotta. Can we get there? We 69, 40 or 69. Come on, can we get like 3 more likes? And then I'll stop chewing and smacking. We'll go back to Sauce Sports. It won't be a mukbang no more. You know what I'm saying? No, we had a like that went down. Oh, y'all got that's how we doing? We went from 40 to 39. Oh, hell no. You know what? God damn it. Eat my motherfucking food. This is what we doing. Y'all want this Sauceline. If y'all want this Sauceline active, there we go. All right. I was going to say 43 likes. We need at least 43 likes. We still got 27 haters in here, but it's all good. All right. No, nigga, no serious. You know, I'm a grown ass man now. I gotta feed these games. Anywho, all right. So give me a second. We're gonna get to Sauceline crack because I told you I'm gonna stop talking so much on the evenings that we are going to. I want to know what y'all's feeling. I want to know what y'all saw. I want to know what y'all was rocking. But I want to know. Okay, if you call in, this is what I want from you. All right. You know, Sauce Sports guys are too gosh darn negative. All these guys do is they just hate on the Texans. They just hate on them. They don't really like the Texans. They just hate on them. What I want from y'all is I want a positive and a negative. A positive and something that needs to be worked on. Okay? That's what I want from you. If you're going to call in and share your thoughts, I want you to tell me something good you saw. And then I want you to tell me something that you feel like needs to be worked on as far as something that you would like to see in the next game improved upon. Okay? That way motherfucker can't be them niggas just be sitting there hating. That's all they're doing is hating on the fucking Texans. Gosh darn haters. Alright, give me a second. Where's the number? Hold on. Who is that new nigga we picked up? Some nigga, Darius, somebody? No, I don't even know who he is. The Ruckus, the something? I don't even know, bro. Excuse me. Let's put the number right up here in the corner. Make sure you're following all the proper social medias. Hit that like button. The like button is free. You know what I'm saying? So, we finna see what's shaking. Hey, y'all gonna stop hating on Drip Driscoll, man. That boy Drip Driscoll, OG certified gangster, man. That boy Drip Driscoll got the wheels. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But man, hey, my boy Lopez gonna get that HEB commercial, dog. Yeah, I fucks with Lopez. Like I said, I had questions at first, right? Because you know, when shit comes out in the Texans media, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Because again, we can go back to a couple of years ago when they told you Kendall Lamb turned the corner, he's gonna be that guy. And that shit ain't never shake, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was deep in the Discord, nigga. I was just not in the Discord. What y'all was doing in Discord, nigga? Discording, causing ruckus in Discord. I don't like. Yeah, this is what you gotta understand, bro. Like, I have no notifications on my phone. Like, I don't get no social media notifications. I don't get no notifications. So like, I literally have to get like, if I'm posted, then I hop in the thing and I see the notification. I catch up on all my shit. So if y'all was like tagging everybody and all of this shit, like I did not get it. I did not get it. You know what I'm saying? So you know that's just where it is. Derek said the positive, said a lot of solid rushers, and say negative don't trust reasons. And again, I agree, bro. You don't get. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Juan, what's the motherfucking thing? Say Lopez gonna get a Fiesta commercial, not an HEB. Wise, that's racist. It's funny as shit though. That's funny as fuck. So a minute, Hugh. I gotta see it. I gotta see it in a real game, right? Because a guy like that, again, has had enough experience to where I want to see it against starters. We'll see. There was an interesting comment made the other day. Who made it? I want to say it was a corner that made it. Was it Hargrave? Oh, and Hargraves got snagged on. But he said something about them not being a dictatorship. Do y'all think that's just kind of him making a reference to something, or do you think that is alluding to the previous regime, you know what I'm saying, where things may have been ran a little bit differently, right? Or do you think that, and then somebody else actually made a comment the other day talking about guys weren't playing selfish on the defense, and you know, everybody kind of knows their role. Who do you think would have been selfish on the defense that maybe that would be referring to? Who could it be? I mean, what names that would have been selfish enough to lose? Who could it have been? You know what I'm saying? Who would they have been talking about? Not something that we've said around here and people say you just hate him because it ain't clowning. You guys just love clowning. I mean, there's just certain things you notice when you let people freelance and go all willy-nilly, right? You think it's Cunningham or what? I don't think it's Cunningham. I think Cunningham's a little weird, right? I don't trust niggas who wear earrings that are anything other than studs, right? Look, I'm telling y'all, if y'all be in the den, y'all know I got like all these red flags about a lot of weird shit, so this should not be anything new to some of y'all. Cunningham is an interesting character to me, right? Cunningham is a hell of a player. Loved him when we got to pick. High motor guy. A couple of things that could work on, but I'm not faulted for any of that. I mean, he's always leading in tackles, making plays. So I don't know. I don't think it's Cunningham. You know, I don't. I think that there are certain gentlemen we would see sometimes, some big name folks that would kind of freelance, go a little willy-nilly. And I think that impacted other players, especially when you're talking about younger guys who are having to work around that, right? If you're a guy trying to learn the league and you're trying to figure some stuff out, and then you have to kind of play second fiddle to certain motherfuckers, then it is what it is. I'm a boomer. I might be. I got some old way, bro. I don't trust the niggas wearing cross earrings or little dangly earrings or any of that. I got questions. We got a call coming in. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling in to the Sauceline this evening?
Honcho, I've been watching you, and you're talking shit about my coaching, baby. This is Gregory. This here Coley. This is David Coley. Coley High. Let's go Coley High.
Coley High.
Yeah. Hey, Cat, what's this I hear you talking about? You don't wanna, that I ain't deserved to be in the spot that I'm supposed to be in. Man, this Coley High.
Well, Mr. Cully, all I'm saying is, and maybe at the end of the season I'll have to eat a little bit of crow, because I do notice something going on that it seems to not have happened in other regimes. But Mr. Cully, I just said, it didn't seem like you were a very sought after individual. It seemed like the Texans were in a desperation situation, and it just seemed like you checked off a few boxes, but not some of the others. You know what I'm saying? And so, I gotta go with my first mind. My first mind says, hey, this guy's been around a long time. He just why all of a sudden now? And nobody else was in pursuit of his talents.
Well, listen here, blood. This ain't no B.O.B. This ain't no bad older box, right? This here is Gregory Abbott, R&B. This here is David Cook. And I am gonna bring me a little bit of different something. We gonna hit everything. Gonna be on the line, y'all. Everything: defensive line, offensive line, yard line, cocaine line. Everything. We gonna do it all. Everything is about the line.
You the booger sugar? Oh man.
Wait, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm thinking. No, man. That's Gregory. This is David Coley, man. Say, I'm gonna pass. I got to get back to coaching, man. I'm gonna pass this over here to my player friend right here.
Don't,
Hey, yo, Honcho.
is it?
This here, Cal, true player McNair, baby.
Oh man, Kyle, we ain't heard from you in a minute, man. What's going on?
Well, I done changed the style a little bit. Now I'm wearing my sports coat. I got jeans with sneakers, and I'm fist bumping fools now. And I got y'all. Everybody over here wants to talk about what I didn't do. But let's talk about things I did that are making the changes right now that I think are a success, like a new locker room.
Okay.
We went and got a new locker room. We got plenty of PlayStations in there and no furniture, just PlayStations, so I could sit down and my fat ass down and play some games.
Okay.
But
of the games you play, Cal, is Madden one of the games that you play?
Yeah. And see, this is what we did. We went ahead and took out all the sophisticated guys with the egos. Because like I said, man, and Honcho, you said it before. We'll say it again here. But players do fuck up, right?
This is true. From one player to another, players do fuck up.
And I ain't had a whole lot of experience in this, but we about to correct the shit, baby. That would be all right. This Cal true player McNair. I'm wearing sneakers with my jeans and my sports coat now. Okay. I done got out of the dress slacks.
Cal, are you having a midlife crisis?
Well, went and got me one of them brand new Corvettes.
Oh, okay.
Anyhow, man, what's going on, Honcho?
What's up, Ricky motherfucking D in the building?
Motherfucking D.
What's going on, man? Hey, man, and if y'all are ever, in time or in need of a shoe shine, y'all got to call the man with the plan, the best in the business, Mr. Ricky D. And if you're not following him on the gram, shout out your gram, Mr. Ricky D.
Hey, it's at Ricky D and Son Shoe Shine. Follow that. Go. You know what? I always got a little motivation. Brighten your day with a little shoe shine. Honcho keeps them saucy. I keep everybody glossy, baby. That's how it goes. No, man. Let's talk about these Texans real quick, man.
Okay. All right. What's on your mind?
Actually, as a training camp has started, because I was kind of like everybody else. I was like, why would we go with this guy? He looks like R&B legend Gregory Abbott, the guy that sings a song called "Shake You Down." And if any of y'all are too young to know who I'm talking about, just YouTube Gregory Abbott, not Senator or Governor Abbott, not that dude. There's a Gregory Abbott that's an R&B singer, and I could swear to God that Coley looks like the older version of that guy, and I feel like he's hiding out because as a Texans coach. But I started kind of getting a little bit like what did we do? Like, why aren't we doing this? Like, why do they hate us so much, right? But as training camp has kind of gone on, one thing that I've noticed is that this guy actually is and I hate to use the term, but is a ball coach. Like, I really do feel like he knows, like he's doing a different job, and it's a different job than what we're used to. Because look, you go back into the first regime, that was a defensive coordinator, right? That guy was known for this great defense and whatnot, but he just didn't coach both sides of the ball. And then we got Gary Kubiak, and Kubiak was great. Kubiak, we can kind of look back and be like, man, we really like Kubiak. But Kubiak also had his way, and his way only, right? Like only his offense, only his, he wouldn't even let Schaub call audibles.
Correct.
Things like that, right? So you had him and then you had Bill O'Brien, who both you and I, Honcho, at the very beginning, we liked Bill O'Brien. We thought that he brought this certain attitude that the Texans were lacking.
Correct. And
later on, he just got too much of himself, I feel like. And I think that the Texans may have actually got the coach that doesn't have so much of an ego because in the first and second preseason games here, I really saw like the sidelines looking like a team. There was a lot of communication going on with players. And I mean, I can name you many games where I've been to live in person where I was looking at the sidelines going, how come nobody is going over to the offense and like trying to like spark them up or anybody? Like, what's going on there? Like, there was never any communication on there. I kind of am seeing that, right? So as far as that goes, my main thing that I've heard from Coley was that he said the way that this team is going to be identified, and we've used that term identity a lot of times in the past on this show, that we've always lacked an identity, right?
Correct.
He said this team is going to be identified based on what it does up front. And I recall a time where Rex Ryan came into Houston, called us finesse, and then commenced to beat us down in our own home, right? And I just remember that, and when I heard him say that he was going to focus on that, and then for it to come into fruition to where we were actually driving the ball down the field with the run plays and whatnot, that's where I'm starting to see, okay, maybe Coley's a lot tougher than what we think. Maybe we still got a regular season to go and watch, but that was kind of encouraging. I would say too that as far as positive goes, you said one positive, one negative?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so my positive is just seeing, really to be honest with you, is seeing the defense control, you know what? Seeing us controlling the line of scrimmage. I don't know if I could say that so much in the preseason, but I know on defensively, we could say it in both preseason games. We controlled the line of scrimmage. For so long, I would always say, as long as you have a good defensive tackle, you can beat the Texans, right? I mean, how many times would they just rush? Anytime they rushed Deshaun Watson up the middle, he was not the same quarterback. And that we can go back to the Indianapolis games to see where they handled us, where they were just blitzing up the middle. He couldn't do nothing. And there was, and I've always felt like defensively, once Wilfork left, we became a weaker defense right away. And I'm getting that feeling that we're going to be able to control the line of scrimmage. I would say the other part, the negative part, was not seeing us convert third downs like we did in the first game. And that was kind of discouraging, man, because I did want to see Tyrod Taylor go the distance on a scoring drive. And I mean, I know he scored on the first series when we got the turnover, but I wanted to see us get the ball at the 20 and go down and get a score, whether it was a field goal or anything, because I always when I remember the Kansas City game, that meltdown, I kept telling everybody, it's not what we're doing to Kansas City, it's what Kansas City's not doing. And we're going to eventually have to go on a scoring drive here, and we couldn't. But that would be my main thing with them, man. But I'm starting to kind of get on this Coley train, this Coley high train, for real. I wanted to see what he was going to look like as a coach on the sidelines, and I think he looks like he's ready to do his job, man, to be honest with you.
Okay. So what are you looking most forward to coming up this week? The starter's going to get more time. I believe he said that they're going to play into the third quarter because he wants to see how they handle halftime changes. And I think that's also kind of an indictment on the coaching staff too. How do they get their team prepared for those halftime adjustments? Because that's something we talked about a lot with B.O.B. is the lack of his ability to adjust at halftime. Texans could be winning at halftime and then come back and get smoked. Or if they were up, they held the lead at half, they kind of kept it. But if they were down, they were never really able to get back in it. So, no, what do you think about that?
That aspect right there is where I go, oh, man, we actually have a guy who's a coach. He's telling us, I'm going to learn to make adjustments. I'm going to try to make adjustments. I'm going to do that. I'm going to listen to my coordinators, and I'm going to say, hey, well, what can we do different now? I kind of like that. I also like that he's very honest, too, because he does say things like, no, I know that happened, and it's not good, and I don't, I'm not worried about it, but yeah, we still need to get better at that. Or, I just hearing him again, I'm realizing, maybe he's too fresh of a coach to know that maybe some things he needs to keep to himself. But what I'm looking forward to is just that, to be honest with you. I want to see our offense and what we do in a 2-minute warning situation. Mm-hmm. I would like to see us kind of throwing the ball a little bit more to like our tight ends to show us how are you going to utilize them. I'd like to see just a little bit more efficiency. Give me something that says, hold on, I think we're going to actually score points. Defense, I think the defense has already shown us what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. I just don't want this game against Dallas to be what the theme of our season is. I want to see us kind of come out to a lead, or eventually take a big lead or something like that, because what I kind of got the feeling of when I was watching this game was, oh man, this is going to be one of them seasons where our offense is just not capable of scoring a lot of points. Mm-hmm. But if our defense is playing top notch, we will win the game because our defense is going to get turnovers. Like I kind of left that Dallas game with that feeling. And I want that feeling to go away, because I would like to see Tyrod Taylor and all of the guys that are supposed to be our playmakers just kind of show us like, no, we're going to move the ball. We're going to move the ball. We're going to score points. One thing I would like to also say too before I go, man, is if you can get a video of Wise when I say this next statement. I would like to see Wise's face reaction on this. But they did say that there was another player that would accompany Deshaun Watson at some of these massages, right?
Who might this individual be?
Well, they did say that. They did early on in this whole thing that maybe sometimes there would be another player that player wasn't in the same room or anything, but I think it's Kaimi Fairbairn.
Why do you think it's Kaimi?
Bro, those kicks get too close to the upright. And I think on the days where he didn't join Deshaun, that's where he was missing. Because, man, remember, man, we could have easily been a 9-17 last year. I'm gonna put like 3 games on Kaimi, man.
Yeah, bro.
And I just got this feeling, bro, that it was Kaimi Fairbairn, bro. He was there, and once he got them knots worked out. Now, I'm not saying he was doing any kind of WD-40 stuff. I'm just saying he was just being, if we're gonna say it right, he was cocoa butter, man. He's Hawaiian. He was cocoa butter, and I just want to see what Wise thinks about that right now. Like, I know it was him. It was him. Because Deshaun was probably like, hey man, you can't say nothing. He's like, no, I just want to hang out with you. This is crazy. The kicker's hanging out with the quarterback.
It would explain a lot if that is the case.
Always to the right, bro. Right there, right, just skimming. I mean, that first field goal of the preseason, I thought he missed that damn thing. But it was like, and I think that went like, you know what? How many of y'all would be like, just to show in the chat, how many people would be like, I'm a David Culley fan. If they asked Culley one more time, any update on Deshaun Watson, and if he replied like this, oh yeah, he's back there getting a massage right now. No. If he would say that, if he would do that, I would be like, oh man, that dude is that.
Some shit like that, he definitely made a fan out of me. I will find that
right,
hilarious
like
shit.
Like you'd be like, oh, this dude is real. They can't get no more real than that. Let me. What do you think, man? Have you been surprised over the last couple of weeks, though?
Yeah, like I say, I'm still kind of taking it with a grain of salt because it's preseason. I want to see more from the starters. And like I say, just when you're actually going up against starters from the other team, there was no Dak. You didn't see Zeke. The prior week you didn't see Aaron Jones. You didn't see Aaron Rodgers. So, I like what I'm seeing, but at the same time, I want to see it against that starter level talent, that star talent also, and see how how they hold up. So that's kind of where I am. Like I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought it would be worse. They look a lot better than I expected. I'll say that. But at the same time, like I said, I want to see it against star talent. Appreciate the love, Street Runner Society.
I'd like to see a little more of some of those runs by Mark Ingram. I'm actually pretty excited that he's looking like he's back to being Mark Ingram again, and I think that's going to translate to some things. I'm not sure. I'm worried about anybody out after that though, except for Phillips. I really am. You can't sit there and tell me that Lindsey or David Johnson has really shown you anything, and unless they're doing stuff in practice that I don't know about, but we've all heard that before.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man. I know that you got to go, man, but thanks for taking my phone call, brother.
All right, Ricky D, man. Shout out to Cal, the player McNair, and Gregory Abbott Cully.
Hopefully we don't have to. Hopefully we don't have to hear from the gangster this year.
Oh man, no. Hopefully not, man.
Gangster might move to Austin, bro.
Oh, that would be some shit. If that happened, that'll definitely be some shit. Rio be the #1 fan.
All right, man. I'll holler at you.
All right, Ricky D, man. Appreciate you calling in.
All right, man.
No, you have a good one. All right. So we what we got, like 38 haters in there. The like button is free. The idea of changing on the fly, I would like to see it. Because here's my deal. Like I said, that's something that we harped on a lot under the Billy O regime. Is just that he kind of came in with this mentality, and it was like he allowed other teams to dictate the pace of the game, and he never really put his foot down. He kind of played to other teams and what they wanted to do, and then tried. He never really adjusted, and so that was my big issue with him. We saw that, game in and game out. It's like he couldn't stop anything, or they weren't stopping anything, and then it was like they couldn't do anything once they kind of fell behind. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the Sauceline this evening?
What's your favorite person, Honcho? It's Riot.
Riot, about to start a riot, AK. How are you doing this evening, sir?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing amazing, actually.
Are you a future #1 Bills fan?
No, definitely not. Because I'll tell you all right now, if they do move to Austin, if the Bills move to Austin, they will no longer be called the Bills. Trust me, Austin will give them some fucked up, stupid name. It will happen.
What are people in Austin called? Austinites?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. I had no idea. It was a lucky guess, I guess. Okay. What's on your mind this evening, sir?
Yes. So, you want one good and one bad.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So the good, I'll admit it. The good is basically on the defense. I'll give that, right? But again, I'm giving it with a grain of salt. Due to the fact is, it's not against starting QBs. It's not against really starting players for the most part. So I'm giving it with a grain of salt. The bad, I'm sick and tired of hearing this because everyone wants to jump on this train or that train. I'm sorry. Our offense is our offense. That's as good as it's going to be, guys.
So you think this is what we have, what you're seeing is what you're getting?
Yeah. You want proof? Remember before training camp? What did David Coley say? We gotta take care of this. We gotta take care of that, and we gotta win up front. And then what did friggin' Tim Kelly tell you? Oh, I need to call more running plays.
Mm.
He straight up told you what the offense was gonna be.
Well, do you think that is due to a lack of receiving talent?
It's due to a lack of having actual receiving talent. Receiving talent? No. Due to a lack of having an actual coach who can call passing plays.
Would you expect to see something different if D4 was out there?
No.
Hmm.
I seriously think the only difference is you might see more of a Ravens-style offense where the quarterback runs more, but that's about it.
Hmm. What do you think the odds are that we see D4 this season in the Texans jersey?
Besides in practice?
Yes, besides in practice.
0.
Okay.
I'm not even saying he's going to get traded. I just don't see him playing.
Hmm. So you think if he doesn't get put on the exempt list and they don't, you see nothing? Even if he said he was willing to come out and play, you don't see it at all?
I mean, now you're talking about a completely different scenario. I'm saying with how things stand right now, no. If somehow Deshaun goes, I'm bought back in, this, that, then yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. But as things stand right now, no.
Okay. Do you think, now somebody made a good point the other day, and they said that they feel like the Texans are treating D4 the way they are is to get him to, remove the no trade clause. Do you think that's the case? And if so, do you think that something will happen if that was to take place?
I mean, kind of. But at the same time, I think Nick Caserio is still trying to ask for something he's not going to get for Deshaun. He wants what, three first, two seconds plus a player. And teams aren't willing to give that up for a player that you don't know what's going to happen to him this season. Mind you, that same player starting next season has to be paid $40 million a season. That is a big cap hit to any team.
I don't know. There's some, quarterback needy teams have done some crazy things in the past.
Oh, I'm not saying they haven't. I'm just saying that's a big cap hit. When you don't really know what your cap room is going to be next season because you don't know how the season is going to go and what the cap is going to be due to the whole COVID BS. Trust me. In the Discord today, me and Ray looked it up. If Deshaun stays on the team, with how the team is structured right now, and Ray contested this, our cap space going into next season, as the team stands right now, is 20 to 30 million. That's it.
That's no bueno.
And that's with 50 players falling off this season.
That's very unfortunate. Like I said, I don't know if this carries on into next season. I think at some point, you kind of got to cut ties and take what you can get and then kind of go from there. And I'm wondering if, teams are maybe holding out for that and then, whatever best offer they can get. And again, like I said, that no trade clause hampers a lot of movement. So I think eventually he withdraws it. That's what I'm thinking. Because eventually he's going to be like, I can't take this shit. I don't want to be here, regardless of how the outcome of the case comes.
All right. See, Honcho, I'm going to tell you like I've been telling people in the Discord. If you really look at the NFL, except for one minor outlier, which is Hopkins, name a player besides Hopkins who asked for a trade and didn't have to do things to make their trade value slowly diminish and slowly just make the team want to trade them.
But did Hopkins necessarily ask for a trade, or did he ask for a raise?
Again, I can't contest on that. I'm saying other than Hopkins, look at the players in the NFL who ask for a trade and actually get traded. They start doing things to make the team trade them.
Yes, I agree.
That's how this works. A player who wants to get traded that plays for the team and is still playing at a high caliber doesn't get traded.
I don't know. Like I said, I just think it's the Texans are seeming to handle this one much different than most teams probably would have, and that's why I'm curious about what the end game ultimately will be. Because I mean, they are treating him like a fucking practice squad player. You know what I mean? They're treating a guy who is major organization relevant for the last few years. You know, so that's why I say I'm curious as to how this all plays out.
You want me to make you laugh?
All right, what you got?
All right, so again, we were in the Discord, wanting you up in there, but you never showed up. So I brought this up in the Discord. Every time they moved Deshaun over to play safety, you notice what jersey they made him wear?
No, what jersey?
Number 23. The funny thing about that is, 23 is the number of women who have filed a lawsuit against him. Granted, one did drop off, but the number was at one point 23.
So you feel like that was a deliberate move by the Texans, a calculated psychological move?
Especially when you think that number 23 is also the Eric Murray's jersey, so you had to take a player's jersey off that player and put it on Deshaun, instead of just finding a jersey no one's wearing.
Well, I mean, it is Eric Murray. It's like no one's wearing it anyway.
You still took it off of another player. Then, take the NFL. Deshaun came in number 18, guys. Number 18 in the top 100 list, right? To tell me why he came in the same number of women who came in defense of Deshaun.
I think that's just coincidence.
Sure. That's also why they didn't interview any player for his video, and his video was very awkward. All coincidence.
That's tough. It's a tough situation. I mean, you know, when you start getting, you say it's a slippery situation. It's quite slick. It's
quite sick. It's a circle. Like Darren keeps saying, it's a circle that goes round and round.
That's terrible. This is terrible, terrible stuff. I would have never. You would have asked me this a year ago. I would never think we would be having any of these conversations that we're currently having right now surrounding Deshaun Watson.
Shoot. Why are you saying it a year ago? If you'd have told me we were going to have this conversation during this off season, a week before the last game of the season, I wouldn't believe you. I don't even have to go back a year ago. I can go to the last game of the season.
I gotta address something real quick. Real quick. This has nothing to do with it, so give me just a moment, Mr. Rio. I'm glad Mr. Views of Phoenix is in there, okay? Because for a long time I called this gentleman Zaxby's, right?
Zaxby's?
Yes, and I finally stumbled upon a Zaxby's a couple of weeks back. And so I said, you know, let me go into this place and see what all the hubbub and kerfluffle was all about. And let me tell you. Did
you get a salad, Honcho?
No, I did not get a salad. I got the little Zaxby strip shit and their little Zaxby sauce. That Cane's clone sauce. And I was disappointed to say the very least. Disappointed. And I was just, I now think less of you, Views of Phoenix. I'm disappointed in you and your decisions and Zaxby's as a brand. So they'll probably never sponsor the sauce with their cane clone sauce. Anyway, sorry about that. I just had to address that while he was in there.
But I'm going to say one more thing, then I'm going to get off and let someone else talk. And it's about your boy Lopez.
Roy.
If y'all want him to stay on the team, you do not want him to get an HEB commercial. Just look at it. Every player who's done an HEB commercial on the Texans, where are they now?
You might got a point. I mean, other than JJ had a long tenure with HEB commercials, but other than JJ,
but he never did a commercial.
Yeah, he did. He had his mom and ice cream. She had like his whole family in the damn commercial. The damn ice cream. Remember they had like the JJ Watt ice cream shit.
They had the JJ Watt ice cream, but JJ did not do a commercial.
Yeah, I thought he did. Didn't he like dance? He was like doing some little stiff ass dance in the commercial. And then like I don't remember if it was like at a high school.
Wasn't that just an NFL commercial overall though?
I don't remember. I thought there was a commercial. Maybe it was just his mom in the commercials. I can't remember. But Reed might be on the brink right here. Reed, he was in one of the commercials. I thought so. All of us did the Subway commercial.
Yeah,
it's just because you got most of the guys who've done them are out. But maybe he can do like the Astros. You know, that kind of worked for some of the Astros. You know,
I'm gonna tell y'all. You're gonna call me racist, and that's fine. If the Texans really want to market Lopez, he shouldn't do an HEB commercial. He shouldn't even do a Fiesta Texas commercial. He should follow the Astros and help the Texans get a contract with Casa Ole.
Casa Ole?
Remember the old Casa Ole commercials? Casa Ole.
Do they still have Casa Oles?
Yes, there's still Casa Oles around. Yes.
I have not seen a Casa Ole in years, unless I've just been Casa Ole blinded. I'm just not noticing it. I thought Casa Ole went the way of Bennigan's and shit. I have not seen a Casa Ole in a long ass time.
But you remember the old sauce? You remember the old commercial?
Yeah.
You remember the salsa dance?
Yeah.
For that Casa Ole.
That's
fresh today.
Terrible.
Tell me it wouldn't work though. Tell me people wouldn't love it.
I don't know if Casa Ole can afford it. I mean, like, where is the Casa Ole located? I'm gonna have to like Google this shit after I get off. I'm like, where is a Casa Ole still exist?
Seriously, y'all don't have Casa Ole down there anymore?
Man,
what the hell?
I haven't seen one in a long ass time. It's been a long time since I've seen a fucking Casa Ole. Gringos.
I mean, you could do Gringos too, but I just remember the old Casa Ole commercial because shit was hilarious.
That's terrible. No, all you gotta do, he can do HEB, like the fresh pico de gallo, and some shit like that. And I think people will fuck with it. I fuck with HEB and that pico de gallo. It's good. It's actually not that bad. Okay, all right. That's about anything else on your mind there, Mr. Ryan?
Nah, just that I want to be excited about this defense. I won't lie. I might have been harsh on it before, and if I'm wrong about it, I've been wrong about it. But again, I want to see it against actual starters, not these backup QBs and backup, for the most part, backup O-line / backup wide receivers.
So, is that what you're going to be paying attention to this week? Because they're going to have that opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh yeah, definitely the defense. Because if the defense can be the defense we've been seeing against Tom Brady and their offense, for the most part, then I'll be more accepting of this defense.
Okay.
Until then, I'm going to call this. I'm going to say this defense is probably like Lonnie Johnson when he took out his own teammate to try and get an interception.
That was tough to watch, but maybe it got his mind right, and he was able to come back and capitalize on the opportunity.
Not. Lonnie was like, "Oh, I could have 2 tweets in one day." Yes.
Hey, you ain't lying, Taqueria Rondas. That would be the place to that would be the one. Yeah, that's who you need to fuck with.
There you go. But or find some taco truck, just some good food truck that's around there. But let me let you go.
All right.
Ray, call in, you dick.
No, we're not calling. We're leaving. It's time to leave. It's time for me to get ready for the den. So Riot is ending the calls today. But
oh my God, no.
But yes. Well, that's been, man. I appreciate you calling in. Huh?
No problem.
All right. So yes, we are a little past that time. I do have to get prepared for the den. So I know some of y'all are gonna be like, God damn it, Honcho, you let him talk all that damn time. I didn't get to say nothing. You guys you didn't do the 5-minute players fuck up. Cow to player McNair, you know, from one player to another. But I do got to get prepared for the den. Den starts at 9. If you want to be a part of that, you want to be a part of that conversation. I don't know. I kind of know what we're talking about tonight, but y'all know I got to semi-clickbait it. I might be segueing off of some of the Sha'Carri nonsense that I had to discuss yesterday because of the way people are defending this behavior. It's quite sad. Maybe I might talk about Steph Curry's mom divorcing the dad. That's no surprise. If you saw that Roundtable talk, you knew that shit was coming. And as soon as Steph Curry's career is over, mark my motherfucking words, Aisha will be next. So with that being said, if you want to be able to find the Den, go to denshowlive.com. It'll take you there. We'll be live at 9. But I want to say, make sure you're following all the proper social medias above if you want to get the notifications, just in case you don't get it. But like I said, pull up 7 o'clock. Even if you don't get the notifications, we are trying to get. Well, not trying. We're getting back. We are back on track. 7 o'clock is when we rock. Monday through Friday. If we have game days, we have the pregame shows. So we'll have a pregame show for the next preseason game. But other than that, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I thank y'all for pulling up. It has been my honor. It's been my privilege. It's been my pleasure. And we're going to get Roy Lopez that Taqueriarandas contract. Somehow, some way. We heard it first in the sauce. Appreciate that, Titans forever. But with that, Chick-fil-A. No comment. But I appreciate y'all. I do thank y'all for being here. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out if you hadn't hit it already. Sauce Nation, I fuck with y'all. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. But most of all, y'all stay saucy. Until tomorrow at 7, I'm out. I'm gone.